Hello and welcome back to WWE 2K14 Universe. San Diego, California brings you Superstars this week on Saturday night. Vince McMahon, the Ultimate Warrior. Sorry. Awful, terrible start to an episode. Now, the Ultimate Warrior kicked things off here tonight. He's set to face off against his old nemesis, Rick Rude, two superstars. They're still fairly low in the SmackDown rankings. Obviously, we haven't really seen a lot of them, so they haven't really had a chance to really move in the rankings for that reason. But this should be an interesting matchup. Obviously, the last time these two faced off, I believe Warrior defeated Rick Rude in an unaired matchup that took place at a live event. Rick Rude defeated Ultimate Warrior. Rude wears the face of Ultimate Warrior on his attire as a reminder of how he humiliated the Ultimate Warrior. More notably than that, though, is what he wears on the front of his attire. That is the Intercontinental Championship. He wears that to, I guess, remind the world that he has his sights set on becoming Intercontinental Champion. This doesn't seem to be wearing the right version of it. I've never seen it with a black strap before, but, you know, that's what Rick Rude wants. Maybe he'll change it if he ever wins it, you know? Rick Rude had his sights set on Bret Hart at one point. Hart no longer the champion. And that was actually Rick Rude's debut match. He challenged Bret. And that is a loss I'm sure he has not forgotten about. But yeah, Ultimate Warrior and Rick Rude kicking things off here on Superstars tonight. An interesting main event coming your way. Kofi Kingston and Randy Savage, as you'll have seen, headlining this week's episode of Superstars. And of course, that is a Money in the Bank qualifier. The winner of that match will join the likes of Dolph Ziggler, Goldberg, Antonio Cesaro, and Daniel Bryan. A very, very unusual Money in the Bank ladder match, to say the least. But it will get its 5th confirmed participant tonight, and then this upcoming Monday on Raw, we've been told that 4 of the 5 losers will be facing off in Money in the Bank second chance qualifiers. So I'm very interested in seeing how that one goes down. Or was that a 6-man match? I think it was changed to a 6-man match. Is it changed to a 6-man match? I think it was. No, that's a 4-way match. I thought it was. I wasn't. It was one of the two. Anyway, normally on Superstars, I like to give you a quick rundown of what you can expect in the coming weeks, and of course, we have this format of you know, a SmackDown match, a Divas match, and a Raw match. And I normally kind of attribute, you know, SmackDown match, and that's the SmackDown week, NXT for the Divas, and Raw for the Raw match. So, without further ado, I'm going to give you a rundown of what you can expect next week on SmackDown. We'll be seeing the Brothers of Destruction defending the World Tag Team Championship against Zack Ryder and R-Truth. Of course, you saw just last night on SmackDown, Truth and Ryder. They've been surprisingly impressive as a team. First, they defeat the NWO. Last night, they defeat Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara. I don't know that they could beat the Brothers of Destruction, but I'm definitely not going to say never. You just don't know. But the World Tag Titles will be on the line next Friday for that. Bret Hart will be facing off against a hand-picked opponent by Christian, and it can't be Edge because Edge is already in competition. And, you know, I would have thought an odds-on favorite would be someone like Big Show, but after Christian and Big Show got into it, fighting on the outside during Edge and Chris Jericho's match this past Friday on SmackDown, I definitely don't think that's someone that Christian would be choosing. We've also got the European Championship set to be defended once again. Mark Henry issuing an open challenge this upcoming Friday on SmackDown. He'll take on anyone and everyone to defend his European Championship. That man fears no one, and especially after the way he destroyed the longest reigning WWE Champion in history, JBL, I definitely think that that's a justified opinion Mark Henry has of himself. Then, as announced before, we've got a 6-man battle royal. CM Punk, Chris Jericho, Edge, Robert Scorpio, Ryback, and Sheamus Six-man battle royal to find out who will be going into the Money in the Bank ladder match with a little bit of momentum of victory over the other 5 participants just 2 days before that ladder match. And then, as I announced at the closing moments of SmackDown, we've got a tag team match. A very, very unusual one. Triple H and Randy Orton will have to work together to face and try and defeat John Cena and Damien Sandow. I don't think there's a single person in that match that will be happy with their life. What are you doing? What are you doing? What is your problem? Damien Sandow, the World Heavyweight Champion, he just cannot mind his own business. This is, I think, the 2nd or 3rd week now that Damien Sandow has gotten involved here on Superstars for no good reason. Distracted the Ultimate Warrior for some reason, and Sandow going in for the cover. That was just a 1. Sandow, what do you get out of the ring? What the hell is this guy's problem? Ultimate Warrior, with a big splash to Rick Rude, goes in for the cover here. It's over. It's almost like Damien Sandow just wants people to look at him. He had no involvement in the match. He has no agenda with either of these two. He just really wants the world to look at him. Perhaps he realizes his days as world champion are numbered. Maybe he's just checking out his future home here on Superstars, you never know. Ultimate Warrior picks up another victory, and I've got to say, honestly, the way this guy keeps picking up wins, I'm not quite sure why he's still here on Superstars. I think that there's definitely more for him out there. But I guess only time will tell if Ultimate Warrior can find success above Superstars. Right now, though, I got to think he's got to be climbing those ranks. Got to be saying goodbye to the show soon enough. As we move towards our next match, Aksana set the face-off against Layla. Well, she picked up her first ever victory last week on Superstars, and it came as a shock to me. It probably came as a shock to the 3 people that watch Superstars. It was definitely very unexpected. But Aksana did it. She defeated AJ Lee. I just really can't say I saw that coming, truth be told. But obviously we know that she is aligned with the Bella Twins. I do wonder if that will come into play in this match tonight. I certainly hope not, but I mean, you don't know. No one knows. Boy.
And approaching the ring from Miami, Florida, Layla.
Well, Layla. Back in action. It's been a long time since we've seen Layla. Actually, well, kind of yes, kind of no. She's been in and out of action quite a bit. Have nails changed with her attire? I swear they weren't blue before. Oh wait, no, they're like multiple colors on anything. Oh, okay, never mind. I just saw the thumbs. I was like, wait a minute, that's really cool. How? No, never mind. Not cool at all. I won't get into why. I've got to save that for the main event, but I will say that these two must really be looking forward to Raw this Monday. And that's all I'm going to say. just gonna have to wonder what that means. But these two probably really looking forward to Raw this Monday. I will say that. Layla quickly in control of Aksana. Aksana, as I said before, she got her first victory ever over AJ Lee last week, and AJ really fallen into a slump just lately. I really hope there is some kind of turnaround for AJ's career, because right now I think she's like 0-7, maybe even 0-8 this season. She's not won a single match this season, I know that, unfortunately. Aksana has now won more than her, and Aksana has lost about just as many, I think. But normally, you know, as I go through these shows, I like to talk about what's coming up in the week, and this is my opportunity to talk about this week's episode of NXT. I did already initially announce most of what was happening on this week's NXT on NXT, but for those that maybe didn't catch it or whatever, you know, we've got the NXT Tag Team Championships on the line. The Nexus set to defend the tag team titles against the Primetime Players. That should be really good. And the main event, as I mentioned before, Andre the Giant is set to defend his championship against Big E Langston. And apparently this match will be in a way in which no one will be getting involved. This will be resolved once and for all between Big E Langston and Andre the Giant. And I look forward to seeing exactly how that one goes down. And I did say there will be an Earn Your Spot qualifier on NXT. Of course, that means that a week from today, we'll be seeing an Earn Your Spot match take place once again here on Superstars. But that qualifying matchup will be a Battle Royal. One thing that was not announced was the 6 participants that will be taking part in that Battle Royal, so I will now be announcing them for the first time too, and that is Fandango, Dusty Rhodes, King Kong Bundy, Ric Flair, Ted DiBiase, and Bruno Sammartino. Those 6 superstars will be facing off in a Battle Royal. The winner will get a Earn Your Spot match just 4 days later on Superstar. No, 3 days later on Superstars. With a SmackDown or Raw Superstar. And the bottom-ranked SmackDown and Raw Superstars currently are as followed. From Raw, it is Drew McIntyre 3MB, believe it or not. I don't know how this happened, but Drew has really fallen down. He is the bottom superstar of Raw. Barring, of course, Bryce Walker and Roddy Piper, but with them being brand new additions to Raw, it'd be incredibly unfair to make them have to compete in an Earn Your Spot defense immediately. And over on SmackDown, it is still Scott Steiner, but we haven't really seen him lately. So the NXT Superstar will have the choice of either Drew McIntyre for Raw or Scott Steiner for SmackDown. I know this may sound crazy, but I actually think Scott Steiner might be the better choice between those two, as Drew, despite his current track record, he was at one point a top contender for the World Championship and almost saw Layla defeat Aksana, and I think we may have just done it right there. That kick to the head is enough. Yes, Layla with the victory. Cameraman getting a little sus there, and that is the result of this one. Layla with the victory over Aksana. So I guess unfortunately that kind of confirms that AJ Lee just had a bit of bad luck there. I don't really feel like this makes a whole lot of sense, but sure. Aksana just, yeah, you done it. That's great. As we move towards our main event now, it is Kofi Kingston and Randy Savage in a Money in the Bank qualifier.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Ghana, West Africa, weighing 221 pounds, Kofi Kingston.
Well, this is most certainly what I would call a big opportunity for the both of these two, actually. Kofi Kingston and Randy Savage, two superstars that currently are quite low down in the ranks to the point where they're here on Superstars. Sorry, my voice is just dying. Yeah, both of these two looking for a Money in the Bank spot.
From Sarasota, Florida, weighing 245 pounds, Macho Man, Randy Savage. I am ready for this.
Randy Savage, of course, I think an odds-on favorite in this matchup. A living legend. A great match this should be. One person who has been very, very vocal. He only just made his way onto Raw. One person who's been very vocal about this main event is Bryce Walker. This man has been livid that Randy Savage is getting an opportunity to qualify for Money in the Bank. He says, this is exactly the problem that we had on NXT. Please tell me it's not going to be even worse here on Raw. This guy does not belong in the main event scene. He's an old-timer. Can I just say, I was just playing around with 2K14 the other day, and Oh, I love that there are like practically no loading screens between matches after this game. I love it. I love it. I know there were loading screens between like entrances and stuff still in 15, but when you're playing it off of an SSD on a pretty beefy computer, nope, no loading screens. It's really fast. I was kind of playing it like, am I hyping this up too much? Am I gonna actually hate this gameplay now? And I tried out a match. I did a trial match between Randy Orton and Triple H just to be like, how does it actually go? No, it's fine. It's good. It's good. Oh, Randy Savage taking control. I guess Walker and Bryan are going to have to continue to be angry at some of the most respected names in the wrestling world if Randy Savage wins this, because that means he will be in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Speaking of Bryce Walker, he'll be making his debut officially as a Raw Superstar. This time next week on Superstars. Kicking things off, he'll be facing off against Jinder Mahal in his official debut as a Raw Superstar. Obviously, he has to start from the bottom. He is a bottom-ranked Raw Superstar, so even though he'll be under the tutelage of Daniel Bryan and he can compete on Raw occasionally, he does still need to work his way up the ranks respectfully like everyone else, so we will see him here on Superstars as well. And we'll also be seeing Brie Bella face off against AJ Lee. We'll see if AJ can finally end her losing streak. And of course, in the main event of this upcoming week's Superstars, we'll be finding out if it will be Drew McIntyre or Scott Steiner facing off against the winner of the Earn Your Spot Battle Royal this upcoming Wednesday on NXT. But speaking of Raw, I will now give you the rundown of what you can look forward to this upcoming Monday on Raw. So kicking things off in a big way, we've got two championship matches. The first one, the United States Championship, will open up Raw. Dolph Ziggler defending the title against Antonio Cesaro. You've got to think with Cody Rhodes and Jack Swagger watching on. There is a lot of sights on Dolph Ziggler's United States Championship right now. Can Antonio Cesaro end what has been kind of the miracle run of Dolph Ziggler just 6 days before the both of them compete for the Money in the Bank briefcase? We've also got the Divas Championship on the line, a week off of winning the championship from Lita and Caitlyn. We've been told that Natalya has issued a very interesting open challenge. She said she's going to defend the Divas Championship. She's feeling good. She's feeling confident. She wants to show the world she's not a fluke champion. So she said anyone, any diva can come on out and face her for the Divas Championship except Caitlyn and Lita. She will not accept a challenge from those two. Anyone else is welcome to give it their best shot. Kofi Kingston shooting up, and Randy Savage looking for the... Oh! Looking for the double axe handle there. And Kofi Kingston, quick to get out of the way. As I mentioned before, we'll also be seeing one of these two, actually. The loser of this match will get another opportunity. They face off against Cody Rhodes, Roddy Piper, and Batista in a fatal four-way matchup to determine who will be the 6th and final spot in the Money in the Bank ladder matches. There you see the Trouble in Paradise from Kofi Kingston. This one might be over already. It might be Randy Savage competing this Monday on Raw in that four-way matchup. Kofi, oh, almost. We'll also be seeing Mick Foley in singles competition. He's faced off against Drew McIntyre. And in our main event, a huge first-time one-on-one matchup. The undefeated Goldberg faces off against The Rock, the WWE champion. This comes just after The Miz and Goldberg defeated The Rock and Batista. We'll see if The Rock can pick up some momentum and end Goldberg's undefeated streak. Randy Savage turning this roll up around here. He's in control. Oh. Kofi wisely decided not to keep that roll up battle going. What a neck breaker.
The drama. This is electric. Boy, he was able to reverse and get out of that.
Just 8 days until Money in the Bank, and two briefcases come into the fray and really shake things up for the World Championship scene, and it could be one of these two with the WWE Championship Money in the Bank contract. That is a career-altering win for someone like Randy Savage or Kofi Kingston, and one of them will definitely be in that matchup. What a pile driver. Savage, he's going up. Going up top here. Randy Savage, Macho Man elbow on Kofi Kingston. Randy Savage taking Kofi to the center of the ring. Here's the cover from the Macho Man. And Kofi, my goodness. These guys need to remember that they got another opportunity.
He's back on his feet. But you can see the abuse from this
A loss here isn't necessarily
taking its toll.
as bad as it sounds.
I can't believe everything that's transpired thus far. It's been so physical.
Cover attempt here. Is this going to be enough? No.
Kingston kicks out. Wow, Kofi definitely showed up here today. Oh, the punch connects.
Kofi has given this everything he's got. Monkey flip.
I can't believe everything that's transpired thus far. It's been so
Is that enough? No. Randy Savage got a lot of fight in him still. Kofi Kingston finding out the hard way. We've seen both of these two biggest moves connect, and neither one of them have been able to put the other one away. And when that happens, I think a lot of superstars start to go, well, what can I do? Well, Randy Savage, perhaps looking for another Macho Man elbow. If at first you don't succeed, just try again. Big elbow off the top. Randy Savage now pulling Kofi Kingston away from the ropes. Cover attempt here. And what? What in the world has Kofi been drinking? What's in the water? Cover attempt here. Is this going to be enough now? Is it over? No. Still no. Back and forth between these two, continuing onwards. And Randy Savage. I don't know how he's kicked out of 2 elbows. Macho Man Randy Savage's elbow drop is normally a decisive move. I said before, the Money in the Bank ladder match, a very unique one this year so far. We got Dolph Ziggler, Goldberg, Antonio Cesaro, and Daniel Bryan. Ooh! I'll tell you one thing about the WWE Championship Money in the Bank ladder match, and that is that nobody there has ever held the WWE or World Heavyweight Championship. This is a huge opportunity for everyone involved, and obviously the winner of this match doesn't change that. And this Monday, that fatal 4-way for the final spot, I'm pretty sure only Batista is a former world champion out of those 4. He could have a huge advantage there. Randy Savage, well, this could be it. This could genuinely be enough. And it was. Randy Savage, sorry Bryce, you're going to be pretty upset with this too. But unfortunately, Randy Savage has defeated Kofi Kingston, and he is now considered, well, confirmed, the 5th participant in the Money in the Bank WWE Championship ladder match. Dolph Ziggler, Goldberg, Antonio Cesaro, Daniel Bryan, and Randy Savage. The confirmed 5 participants so far. 1 more to be found out just 6 days before Money in the Bank. And that will be a 4-way between Cody Rhodes, Roddy Piper, Batista, and Kofi Kingston 2 days' time on Raw. I will see you guys then. Randy Savage will see you guys then. Actually, he won't. He's not in competition next week. Well, I mean, he is. He's in the Money in the Bank ladder match on Sunday, but yeah, that's about it. Anyway, I'll thank you all for watching, and I will see you with another week of exciting action. Goodbye!